I'm going to make this short and sweet. A lot of you will disagree with me. A lot of you will be upset with me or mad at me, but it has to be said. New RV prices, that includes new travel trailers, new toy haulers, park models, fifth wheels, motorhomes, truck campers, etc. They cannot go down any more than they already have. If they did, it would be a collapse of the system worse than 2008, 2009. Now I'm going to do a bigger, deeper dive into it over the weekend. I'm going to do a nice, long video with a lot of context on it so you are formally well educated. Not hearing all the BS on the internet, not hearing all the crap about Patrick Industries and Lippert and all this crap. You're going to hear actual educational facts on why this will be the lowest RV prices can be on new without a serious collapse in the entire system. Now, what does that mean? That means that if tomorrow, and I'm going to use Brinkley as an example because a lot of people know who they are. If Brinkley tomorrow cuts 2027 year models down 50% compared to 2026, the entirety of the inventory that is out on dealership lots, in customers' driveways, out camping, will lose 75% of its value overnight. It's one of the reasons why trucks, new 3/4 ton and 1 ton trucks, are not down to pricing that they were pre-COVID. They're not. Ram 2500 diesel, Ford F-250 diesel, Chevy 3500, GMC 2500. They are not priced at pre-COVID levels new. Now, are they cheaper than they were during COVID? Obviously. But if you notice, truck MSRPs, manufacturer, sticker, retail price, whatever you want to call it, have done nothing but either stay stagnant or go up. Because if Ford decided tomorrow that every F-250 was 50% off MSRP or the sticker price, you would see a massive amount of lawsuits. You would see a bunch of people that bought in the last 5 years voluntarily repossess their truck because they lost a ton of value. It would be an absolute collapse of the system. The system is dependent on banks and lenders. I know you cash buyers don't want to hear that shit. And I understand you don't want to hear that. But the system is dependent on debt. Millionaires and billionaires are built on debt and assets, not on cash. The same with dealerships, the same with retail environments like Walmart and Target and Amazon and eBay and eTrailer.com and Lippert.com and campingworld.com. These are all built on debt. These are not built on the backs of cash. So debt is how the system has worked for, I don't know, since we were taken off the gold standard. So it is highly dependent on that. So if lenders like US Bank, Huntington National, BMO, Golden One Credit Union, Alliant Credit Union, Southeast Financial, Ford Motor Credit, if they all stop lending money because they're like, whoa, you just cut all your pricing down and we lost all that value on the loans. Whew, no, we're going to stop lending for a while. The whole system collapses. Now, could the RV market crash? Sure. The consequences of that would be so extreme that you wouldn't be able to buy one anyway. That's the problem that a lot of people don't understand. If the system collapses and crashes, there's only a handful of people that are RV lifestyle wanting. They want to get in the RV lifestyle, but they won't spend the money because things are too expensive. There's only a handful of those people in the United States and in Canada that could actually purchase one. The rest of us, we'd be in deep trouble, because if the RV market collapsed tomorrow on new, it means we have high unemployment. It means that no one can afford to even poop in their own toilet. It would go back to it would be worse than 2008, 2009, which means the jobless numbers would be through the roof. What would happen? People don't buy things when they don't have a job, when they don't know if they're going to have an income tomorrow. More details to come, because I think you guys need to be educated about this, because I think a lot of you are very ignorant to how this works, because Fox News and CNN and MSNBC or ABC or who gives a shit, all these places and all these influencers on YouTube and TikTok are all after attention and money. That's all they're after. They don't want to give you an education. Let me give you 20% of the truth and 80% of bullshit so I can get paid. I'll break it down for you. Monday morning, it's coming.